Hey phone. I started talking about this on my Snapchat, and then I was like, why don't I just like do the things that I used to do? That's what I'm learning. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead. Hi, I'm deefizzy. Hey phone. I used to do phone videos where I just sat down and talked, and over the years, I just kind of convinced myself that I couldn't do these things anymore. I just kind of want to talk. Wait, my water is leaking. When I first started the internet, my main platform to express myself was YouTube. I would just pull out my phone or camera or whatever, and it wasn't it was easy in the beginning, but then it became really hard because my anxiety kind of overtook it, and things that I once enjoyed were now a task, or were scary, or oh, what if this, what if that? I just turned it into such a big thing, and I have let my mind literally dictate my decisions in my life, and destroy me. My mind literally has been out to destroy me since I was a kid. I think about all these incidents. Okay, well, I'm skipping ahead. I'm so sorry. Hi, I just kind of want to talk about where I've been mentally and whatever. And if you just look at my YouTube track record, this will all make sense, and you'll be like, oh wow, I whatever. A lot of people think that I left YouTube to pursue a cool life, or I had a lot of friends, or life was peachy and great. I've been dealing a lot with I basically have a chronic stress condition, and along with OCD and anxiety, but it's just become so. I'm nervous now. God, when I put on my Snapchat, I was just talking about this. It was so easy, but now for some reason this makes it a big deal, because I'm oh, it's a video, but it doesn't have to be a big deal. It's just my mind makes all these things that I like this. I like talking to people. Basically, I've dehumanized myself. Everything I once liked, I can't do anymore. It's like a chore. I had a mental breakdown, an extreme mental breakdown, for the last month, every fucking day for the last few months. I was gonna say a few months ago, but I'm literally every night. Okay, so I packed up my stuff, right? I've been living out in LA. I moved out here in 2013 to be because I was okay, I'm just gonna say my whole life story, because why the fuck not? I don't know. I don't think anyone cares, but I want to express myself on a more permanent website, because I want to look back at this one day and be I can't relate to that anymore. That's not me anymore, because that's a fucking dream. A dream is to not have to wake up like this or go to sleep like this, because every night I go to sleep, I think I'm gonna die. I write notes. I'm oh, I'm gonna die. This is it. And then I wake up and I'm and there's so many days where I go to sleep stressed and I wake up stressed. I wake up and I don't even know I'm awake. My mind is planting my dreams. It's just a million thoughts going on and on. And I'm holy shit, I've been awake for an hour doing this. It's that bad. My brain, basically, it's some kind of stress response or something. I chronically stress. Over the years, I've had weird obsessions, right? I've had OCD. I was diagnosed with OCD as a kid, but I don't think I was put on medicine for it, because they didn't think it was that big of a deal. I think everyone just kind of thought I was a genius, because I would go to grocery stores and be that's not in our budget. I was a fucking kid being we can't buy that. That's not in our budget. Or I would inspect bathrooms. I'm oh no, the bathroom's dirty. We cannot use that bathroom. That is a disgusting bathroom. I was a fucking kid talking like this. This was my life. OCD controlled me as a kid. I would be on the soccer field, and I would just have intrusive thoughts, and I'd be staring at the field, and everyone would just be my stepdad or my mom oh, looking for quarters, and these jokes, and I looking back, and I realized I was suffering bad. I just had all these intrusive thoughts all the time that I could never focus on things around me. And throughout the years, my OCD has destroyed me. It's isolated me completely from society. I noticed myself drifting away during high school. At the internet, I used the internet as a way to just obsess. So I was just obsessed with the internet. I didn't care about socializing, and I didn't have to put an effort into that anymore, because I thought everyone hated me. I thought all these things. I was why even bother? So I would go to school, right? And I wouldn't even talk to anyone anymore. And I remember one time, because I thought everyone was against me. No one wanted to talk to me. I wasn't worth anyone's time. And I remember one time, a person I was close friends with at a time, before. She was oh, it's we don't even see Damon anymore, and one time this girl waved at me, was hello, and I didn't even say hello back, because I thought she didn't want to talk to me. That's how bad my social anxiety was, so bad that I was the bad person. I was the rude person. like, not meaning to. I just thought I wasn't worth anyone's time. No one wanted to talk to me, so I just wouldn't talk to people. And my high school experience wasn't a good experience. My experience after high school wasn't a good experience either. Like, I've always been like this. And, like, I didn't really come from a family that really extremely believes in mental illness and anything like that. I kind of just struggled. And I do remember, like, telling my mom things about, what's going on. And it was never, like, taken too seriously, which is fine. But also, it's me. It's a problem within me because, like, my mindset tells me, like, I have to this is who I am. I just have to deal around it. And that's what I did for years. I just was just chasing a normal life, but I wasn't normal. You know what I mean? And it's like, I just try to be like a YouTuber. I try to do all these things, but realistically, I've always been just so miserable inside. Like, my mind kind of makes me, like, not be able to enjoy things. Like, all the things that I used to enjoy is not, like, a task. And it's like, it's just so ridiculous. And basically, I'm rambling, but I had a mental breakdown because I was like, I moved out to LA to become a YouTuber. I came out here to become more of a YouTuber because I moved to Orlando and I was going crazy. I was, like, losing my mind. I remember writing all these, like, dark film documentary style videos where I was like, do you know what it's like to just wake up every week, like, just sleep in your closet because you think someone's in your house? Like, I was losing my mind, guys. Like, I thought people were in my house. I would take, like, I would have to FaceTime someone. Well, FaceTime, it wasn't like a thing back then, but I would, like, iChat people on my computer and, like, bring them into the rooms and make sure, like, no one was in there. I should not have been living alone. I should not have been living alone at all. I didn't realize that, like, I just, in my mind, I just wanted to function like a normal person. It's always like that. It was like, oh, I'm at the age now where I can get my own place. I should do that. And I was just like, oh, this is what it's like. But I was just not talking to anyone. I literally, in Orlando, I think one person went to my apartment the whole time. I, like, isolated myself. The people I did know there, I was, like, completely, in the beginning, I was kind of, like, close with some people, but, like, I was just so, I've always been I always just don't let people in. And it's like, I think I have to be like this, or I get so sucked up into it. And, like, this, when I'm the thoughts, there's so many thoughts that it's like, I can't just watch a movie because I'm, like, in my mind, or, like, I'll get so obsessed over something. Like, as time went on, the obsessions kind of just went towards myself. I obsess over myself and how I look, like my face. I think I look deformed. I'm like, oh, I look like I'm dying. And, I literally have believed, in the last few years, I've believed that I'm, like, this broken, unhealthy human. And I was like, no, I can't do that. I'm too unhealthy for it. I can't run. My heart's going to stop. I convince myself these things, and then I become unhealthy. Sorry, I can't talk because this is so hard to talk about. I literally become an unhealthy, broken human because I convince myself that. And then I look at myself, I'm like, oh my God, there's something physically wrong with me. Like, my fucking stomach is so bloated. Like, I'm not digesting food properly. My skin is yellow. My face changes throughout the day. Like, I get so stressed that my skin becomes yellow. My face just becomes so skinny. And I'm like, oh my God, I can't be seen. And then that makes me, like, not want to talk to anyone even more because I'm like, look at me. I look gross. Like, I can't go in this. I can't, and I've talked myself out of so many, like, music video shoots and all these things. Like, there's music videos where I watch, I'm like, yeah, I was there in that shoot, but I wasn't in the video because I literally thought I couldn't do it. I'm like, oh, I can't dance around people. It's always been these intrusive thoughts telling me who I am. I'm awkward. I can't talk to people. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't make videos. Oh, if I do, it's bullshit. My mind fucking hates me. Like, you know what I mean? It's like my mind has been out to destroy me since a kid, and I just kind of guide with it because it's like your thoughts. You think your thoughts are just, like, telling you what you should do, but realistically, it's just destroying me. And I just got so many times where it turns into depression. I've been on so many, like, antidepressants and stuff. I remember one time I went on Wellbutrin because they're like, you're depressed. And on Thanksgiving, I was just upstairs because I on the rooftop, and because I live in downtown. I thought, oh, if I live in downtown, it's always been like this. I'm like, oh, if I do this, I'm gonna be better. If I move to downtown, I'll be more around people, I'll be fine. But no, because I am the way that I am. You are the way that you are. Moving to a different spot, if you are an antisocial fucking person being, like, literally your whole life is being destroyed by a mental illness, you're not going to be okay if you just move to fucking Europe or whatever, unless you have a really good support system or whatever. But I didn't. I was alone. But in my mind, I thought, oh, everything's going to be peachy. I'm going to move to Orlando. It's going to be peachy. It's not good. I'm going to move to LA. It's going to be peachy. Oh, this isn't good. I'm move to a different apartment. Move to a different apartment. it's always been like that. These weird obsessions that I think, oh, it's gonna fix it, and it's just like my mind kind of just, you know, I dehumanized myself. I stopped enjoying things. I've never done karaoke. I stopped celebrating birthdays. There's times when like I had friends, like when I first moved out here, people really cared about me and wanted to be my friend. And I never thought they really wanted to be my friend. It's always like my intrusive thoughts telling me like, oh no, you have to do this first. You got to be productive. And then what? It's never just letting me enjoy the moment. It's always just building up these things. And I remember I had an anxiety attack. Like people came to bring me like cake, and I freaked out. I was like, oh, I can't. And I don't know if I just didn't answer the door or like I walked outside. Like I would do these things. I would avoid people, you know, trying to be a friend and care about me. And it's just so fucked. It's like I look back and I'm like, why? Why couldn't I just be fun and laugh? And like, why was I stressed all the time? It's like this chronic stress thing where I'm constantly stressing that I can't enjoy things. And it's just like I just want to be a person again. I want to just like enjoy. I want to wake up and be like, this is what I want to do today. This is awesome. Like I want to do this. Like I want to do this. For the past like 4 months, this is my last obsession for the past like 4 months has been, I'm dying. I thought I was dying, like convinced I'm like literally dying, to the point that like every day it's just me stressing all day. Like I'm gonna really go into detail about how extreme this is, and I'm not gonna hold back. And like it's embarrassing, and I don't fucking care because like it's true. It's who I am or who I be. It's not who I am. It is who I am, I guess. You know. So for the last year, it's been like the worst year of my life, like the worst. I just completely, over the years I just completely gave up over I gave up. My dreams didn't matter, my life didn't matter, nothing fucking mattered. My whole day would just be me stressing about things. So over the years, like I said, my obsession kind of turned towards myself. I think I have like body dysmorphia, and once I see something, I get triggered by it, and I just freak out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm fucking dying, I'm unhealthy, and then I'll obsess over foods I need to eat. I've done this since 2011. I remember being in my Orlando apartment doing this, just Googling things, and I looked at my Amazon order list, and I remember I just ordered all these things for my face, all these things for like pills, like vitamins I should be taking, all these things. It's crazy. Like, I have always thought I was this broken, unhealthy human to the point that I made myself that. I didn't enjoy things anymore. I didn't go out. Dude, I watch movies and I get so fucking sad. I watch Friends. I love Friends, my favorite show, but now it just makes me sad to look back because I'm like, I haven't had this. I haven't had a close, like, friendship with people in a while. Like, I haven't had, like, these days where I'm just like, oh, let's work on this. Let's do this. Like I hate myself. And I don't mean that, like, I don't want to downplay this. I literally hate myself. There's not one thing I like myself. I look at myself and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm fucking dying. And then I obsess over it and I Google things, and there's been times, I'm like downplaying this. So for a few months, probably like a year straight, what I do is I'll freak out over things and I completely isolate myself. I don't talk to anyone, and all day I just stress about something. I'm obsessed over something, freaking out about something. And there's times where I'm just pacing around downtown, not really seeing anything around me. I'm just in my head. I've been living in my head. That's the thing. I let go of reality and I just live in my head completely, and it puts me in just such a bad place because I'm not working, I'm not doing anything that brings me joy. And then I look at my face and I'm like, why am I so hideous? Like, oh my God, it's what I'm eating. I'm not eating right. So then I'm like, 10 healthy things I should put in my diet. Vitamins I should be taking. I have so many fucking vitamins I've ordered that I've never even taken because I just freak out over things. Or I go to the doctor and I'm like, oh, I'm dying, and they just put me on like antidepressants and ibuprofen, and they're like, chill the fuck out. And for the last few months, I literally thought my life was over, my heart was gonna stop at any moment. I forced myself to go to an amusement park yesterday, and I was like, I can't go on these rides. My heart is literally gonna stop. I can't do it. And then I did it, and I was fine. And I was like, no, I can't do the next one. Like, I'm literally gonna die. Like, hey, it's nice knowing you. I was with my friend. I was like, it's nice knowing you. And I was making jokes about it, but I genuinely feel that. I have a fear of my heart stopping. I have like hypochondria, I guess. Like, I just obsess over like my body functioning and how it's doing it. And like, if I notice skin tone, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm dying. There's something wrong. Like, because the stress changes my skin tone. Like, I become like gray. And like, it's crazy. Like, my body just goes into like this full stress response mode, and I think at any time I'm gonna have a heart attack because or I have heart disease, or like I think over the years like all this chronic stress has like destroyed me, and I'm like, yo, now I'm physically like, that's what it's gotten to now. Now I obsess over my physical health because of what my mental health has done to it. Like mental health can destroy your physical health. People say that all the time. They're like, oh, mental health, it's not real, blah blah blah, but it is fucking real. It can literally fucking destroy you. It can kill you. Like, if stress can kill you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, these things, like, if you're so, like, for me, I'm not talking to people. I'm not working. I'm not out in the world. I'm literally deluded. Like, I'm away from society. Like, I just drifted completely away. Like, that's what my mind has done. It's isolated me from the world just so I could be with myself, just stress over every fucking thing all fucking day. And it's like, that's gonna destroy your physical health, right? I'm not exercising, I'm not happy, nothing's releasing serotonin in my brain. Like, I think if I run, like, I would think if I ran, I would die. I'm like, oh my God, if I run, like, my heart's gonna stop. What? Like, what? That was like I think about a year ago I just had that, like 3 years ago, and I look back at photos, I'm like, oh my God, I look so bad. Like, I look back on, like, Instagram photos or Warped Tour photos, I mean, meeting you guys, and my face, like, it kills me. My stress, it destroys me. It has ruined me. It has become me. It's been my life. And people, it's so fucking awkward. People are like, hey, what are you up to? Like, you're not doing videos anymore. You're probably busy doing other things. No, I have literally let my mind destroy me. And it's become every fucking waking moment. Like, my life has been consumed by my mental shit. You know what I mean? And I'm not even explaining it correctly. Like, it's so more in depth. Like, I'll be like, oh, I'm allergic to dairy, or I'm allergic to soy, or I'm allergic to gluten. I have to go on this gluten-free diet. Oh, I have to be on this. I'm always fucking doing something because I'm stressing or obsessing over something, and I think this will relieve it. Like, these are like rituals that will fix the anxiety. If I do this, I will be fine. But no, I'm never fine. If I just fucking chill the fuck out and adapted to the world and did what other people are doing and run and go do things I like and shut my brain off, I would be happy. But it's like I have these thoughts, and like one day I'm fine, and I think like, yo, today's gonna be anxiety free. I'm just gonna like be okay, and then it just creeps back, And I hate it. I hate it so much because it's not who I want to be known for. It's not who I want to be. I literally Snapchatted and I was like, oh, I want to talk about this, but I don't want to talk about this because I don't, like look at my track record, like on YouTube. Like, I disappeared for like 2 years. I'm like, oh, damn it, he only posts like once a year. He doesn't even care. But if you look back, it's like my life has been, I am probably more obsessed with social media than these people who actively post and stuff. But it's just such a bad obsession where I'm like, oh, I forgot, I lost myself. I forgot who I was. Like, I let my mind tell me who I was. I'm awkward, I can't do this. I can't do karaoke, I can't celebrate birthdays. I haven't celebrated a birthday in years. Like, only 1 year, like, I had a relationship and she like forced me to do it, and that was amazing. She was so nice for doing that, but it's like, looking back, like, she shouldn't have had to force me to fucking celebrate a birthday. Why didn't I want to do these things? Why do I want to go out? Why don't I want to experience new things? It's because my mind tells me I can't, and I don't want to do this. I don't enjoy those things, but I'm not even letting myself. And it's like, I stress so much that I'm not letting my body just naturally like produce serotonin and like release, you know what I mean? Because I'm dehumanizing myself. The best way to talk, like, to explain it, like, like singing songs with your friends, right? Learning lyrics. I've never done that because I was like, oh, I can't do that. Like, people will judge me. I've never played board games with friends. I'm like, oh, I can't do that. I'm gonna fuck up. I don't know any, because my life has been consumed by stress and just stressing that I don't learn new things. I haven't watched your favorite movie you've seen. I've probably never seen it. Your favorite TV show. I've probably never seen it. Where have I been? I haven't been living. Okay, I've been living in my mind, and it's like so hard to even admit that because it's a fucking embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Here I am in my 20s, and I don't have all these experiences that everyone else has. Like, because I just let my mind tell me who I was. I don't have all these stories of like going out and raving because I thought drugs would kill me. Like, my heart would stop. I'm not saying I want these experiences, but I'm just saying I don't have these experiences to look back on because I just was living in my head. I don't think I explained this correctly. Anyways, and then so I had a mental breakdown because I reflect a lot. My mind's always going crazy, and I was like, I've been living like this for so long. I'm in LA. I don't have no friends now. I am so alone. I am in LA. I'm so alone. And when I am with people, I'm just obsessed with how I think I'm dying that I can't even focus on them. I'm in my head like, oh, this, that I can't just talk to people. And I'm thinking out everything. Like when I go to the Starbucks or go to, these people have never even like, I've never even talked to them. I'm just so, I'm like, oh. And on Thanksgiving, I got distracted. I was on Wellbutrin. I was on my roof, and I was just thinking of ways to kill myself. I was like, how can I kill myself? I fucking hate myself. Meanwhile, I had 3 groups of friends trying to get me to come to their thing, but I couldn't. I was like, no, I'm dying. Like, I'm unhealthy. I can't go yet. Maybe one day. I always think that maybe one day. My mind makes me think, I'm broken right now. I'm unhealthy right now. One day I'll be able to do that. Why not today? Because what I'm doing is I'm making myself unhealthy by sitting here stressing all fucking day, not having any passions, not having any dreams, not even caring. Surprised that I even woke up in the morning. I'm like, oh my God, I'm awake. What the fuck? Like, I think I'm gonna die every night, you know? So I had like a mental breakdown. I packed up my room. I was like, I can't do this. I put it in a storage unit. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go to like a facility, go to rehab, go to something. Not like rehab for drugs, but like, you know, because basically I was gonna go, at that time I was obsessed with the fact that I have an eating disorder. I was like, I have an eating disorder, which I do have an eating disorder, I'll admit, but it's because of my OCD, because it makes me so like restrictive on things and obsessive over things that it's really just destroyed. Like, I'm so in my mind that I'm not in tune with my body. I'm just in tune with my mind, and my mind's just like kind of killing me while my body's like trying to keep up with it. And my body's like, I don't have cravings. I don't know what my body needs. I'm so like not in tune with it. And I feel so, that's why I'm like fearful. I'm like, holy shit, I've been with my mind all these, that's what makes me obsessive over physical health. Cause I'm like, I've been in my mind all this time, freaking about all this shit, while my body is probably like, holy fuck, like I can't even digest this food properly. I can't even, like, I don't even know what's going on in there. I don't have health insurance, so I can't even really entirely figure it out. And that's holding me back. And I just want to know, like, I'm scared that I'm going to go to the doctor and be like, yo, you are dying. Like that's a big fear of mine. And, or like, yo, something's really wrong with your kidney. Or like, your heart is literally like failing. Like, you know, stuff like that. Because like, all that stress probably, dude, I know I'm in pain all the time. I get heart pains. And it's like, now it's weird because I'm like, I don't know what's real. Like, I don't know what, because anxiety is such a crazy thing that you can literally cause physical pain. And I don't even know what is physical anymore. Like, I twitch and stuff. I'm like, is there something wrong with my brain? Like, am I not, I don't know. Anyways, this is not, this is crazy. So I moved all my stuff into a storage unit. I was like, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna finally talk to someone. I finally reached out to my mom. It didn't go as well. She kind of, she's gonna watch this. My mom, like, no one, the thing about mental illness is no one really knows what you're going through. And the thing about it is I am so hard on myself, and I don't let other people just, like, I'm so stressed that I can't just calmly be like, hey, like when I finally do reach out, it's my breaking point. I'm like, Mom, I'm fucking dying, and you don't fucking care. What the, you know, it's my breaking point because I'm like, I've been dealing with this so long, and just balling it up and just trying to figure it out. Like every day, it was just my mindset waking up was like, how can I fix myself today? I'm gonna do this. My days were like how to fix myself. Who in their life, like the last 10 years, I think about, I haven't been posting videos, I haven't been working on things. When I was a kid, I fucking found the internet at age 11, right? I started making websites. I made a living on the internet at age 11. I had a web hosting company. I had a tutorial website where I taught people how to make websites. I had a web design company. I made people's websites. What else did I do? I had a media website, you know, those websites with like the fun games and videos, viral videos and shit. I had one of those. I hosted a bunch of people's websites, like I said, web hosting. I did affiliate marketing. I bought my first car with that. I started doing YouTube. Like, I love things. I loved figuring out the in and outs of things. I was a natural entrepreneur as a kid. My OCD probably helped because I would get obsessive over these things and just figure it out and succeed and move on to the next thing. And I ran so many websites and I had so many friends online, and I look back in the few years and I stopped talking to everyone. I don't talk to people online. I don't do shit online. I don't make websites. I don't do anything. I freak out all day because I think I'm dying. And it's like, what is that? That is not a life. Like, I'm not living, and it's like, I'm so aware, but yet it's just so hard because like one day I wake up, I'm like, I'm fine. Like, I know what my problem is now, whatever. But that's not how mental illness works. You can't just, you know what I mean? So, I thought I had it under control again. See, now I feel my heart, and I'm like, oh fuck, something's happening. Like I just felt like a pain like shoot up into my heart, and I'm like, am I having a heart attack? Anyways, so I was supposed to move 3-4 months ago. I moved all my stuff into a storage unit. And now I've just been sleeping in a couch. Listen, I've been sleeping on a couch piece in this empty room right here. Just sleeping on this couch, thinking my life was over. And I just felt so stuck. I was like, I can't do anything. I can't go on road trips because I'm gonna die. Like, and it's just, I felt so stuck. And I sound so mental. And I swear, like, I'm a funny guy, okay? I can be funny. Like, I don't want to be known for this. I just want to be open about this because this is how my life has been. And it's been so hard and so alone. Like, I've been so alone. And it's my fault because my mind makes me think I'm unhealthy, I'm broken, I can't have a relationship, I can't do this, I can't make videos, I can't work on these things. And I just don't want to live like that anymore. And I'm just reaching a point where I'm just so completely over it. And that's why, like, I dyed my hair. Like, I went live on YouTube. I was like, I had, like, this epiphany. I was like, who cares, okay? Like, this is I thought I couldn't even post on my YouTube channel. Like, I was scared of it. And I was like, I'm just going to go live on it. Fuck it. And I went live, and I dyed my hair red. And I was like, okay, I'm alive. And I thought that was, like, that for a little bit, that did make me feel, like, more, like, awake. I was like, okay. But I was still stressing so much. And I was just stressing on how to be okay. And it wasn't just, like, naturally, like, trying to enjoy things. I was obsessing over how to be a normal human. I was like, okay, these humans do this, so I should do that. And it was like, what? Like, it's crazy what my mind does, and I sound so mental, and I hate putting this on the internet, because it is kind of embarrassing, because I'm embarrassed. That's lost time. That's not just, like, this isn't just a story. This is real life. This is years lost of my life because of this. And it's not easy talking about, but, like, I do want to talk about it because I don't think people do talk about OCD and stuff like that. Like, I always thought OCD was just keeping things organized or cleaning your house, or, like, I would always see tweets like, oh my god, I'm so OCD, like, I just put, like, my paper towels in a certain way on my fucking bed. And it's like, that's what I thought OCD was, but OCD is so much more, and it could be mainly mental. It could be a lot of intrusive thoughts, which intrusive thoughts is, like, unwanted thoughts, like constant thoughts, and it could just take over your life completely. And I think I have other things too. I think it's like a stress condition. I think I probably have, like, anxiety. OCD is an anxiety spectrum. It's probably other things too. And then I become depressed. And I'm not naturally depressed. Like, I'm not, like, just a depressed person. I think just not living the life I wish I could live because of my mental shit makes me depressed, because I'm like, that's all this wasted time, and that's who I am forever, and it's hard to get out of that. It's like, how do I just start new and be like, hey, I'm awake, I'm alive, all that's not real. I can do karaoke, I can go talk to Jim at Starbucks, I can go do this, I can go, oh, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. I've never met a stranger. I don't meet strangers. People want to have my dog. I got a dog, right? And people want their dog to play with my dog, and it's so odd. They're like, hey, so, like, what time do you, like, come into the park? And, like, if I was a normal human, I'd be like, hey, why don't you just jot down my number? And, like, but I'm so in my head that I can't talk to people because I'm in my head. I can't get out of it. Like, I watch other people, and they're just like, hey, what's up? They talk to everyone. They're out of their head. They're completely living in the moment. And I'm, like, so jealous of that. I'm like, how do you do that? Like, how are you just fucking talking to this person about their life story? How do you guys know each other like this? They're strangers to you, but not your friends? What? You could do that? I'm going to look back at this later, and none of this is going to make sense, but whatever. Anyways, I probably didn't explain this very well. Maybe if you have any questions, ask me questions. Maybe I'll go more in depth on it in a better, more constructive video. But I just want to tell you, this is where I've been. This is what's been really messing with me, and I try to really force myself to just do things. Like I said, my obsession over social media has never died. It's just, I'm so in my head now that I'm like, it's not natural to me anymore, because I'm just so in my head that I think, like, no, like, it's crazy. It's like, and I just want to, like, not be in my head and just do things that I enjoy again. Like, I watch old videos, I'm like, oh my god, like, I was a good editor. Like, I did that, wow. Or I watch, like, meet and greets, I'm like, oh my god, like, I went out there and I met this many people, like, even, like, looking like that, like, I did that. And there are things to be proud of. Like, I gotta be proud of things like that, but I can't live another day thinking I'm dying and stressing over things and not living the life that I deserve.